All right, welcome to the Vault Report. I'm here with recent Richmond commit, former Michigan Wolverine, George Washington III. How we doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Not too bad. I kind of want to start with your decision, kind of to start a new chapter of your, collegiate basketball career. What kind of goes into for you personally? I know it's a family decision too, but just kind of obviously to make that decision that you're going to, have this new chapter, leave Michigan, and then ultimately what led you to Richmond.
I mean, you're 100% right. There's a lot that goes into it, and personally, a lot of it for me stems from, what I really want to look for and what I'm really trying to get out of the game of basketball, and that's the fact that I love this game. I love it with every part of me. And I'm very well aware of the fact that God's blessed me with the ability to play this game at a high level, and so my goal is to play at the next level, and professionally. And you're right. It's a family decision. It's one of those things that was hard to do, but it just kind of came to a point where I felt like me and my family felt that this was going to be the best thing to do in order to make it to that next level and be a pro.
Absolutely. And how much did Richmond's recent success and the success that, obviously Chris Mooney has had? I mean, he
Hmm.
even just his, you look at everyone else within the conference, even across college basketball, one of the more longer standing coaches to be at a program for this long. Just that stability, Richmond's again, recent success, how much did that play a role in kind of this being the landing spot?
Oh, I'd say it played a huge role. Richmond is a school with a lot of success, as you said. And Coach Mooney is a coach who's proven himself. He's a coach that's been there for a while, a long while, and he really has that kind of tenure. And in a conference that, in my eyes, is honestly one of the most overlooked conferences in college basketball, for sure. The A10 has been really, really making waves. Whether and it's not just been one team. It's not just been Richmond. It's not just been Dayton. The whole conference has really being able to make strides and show people how competitive it really is and the kind of level of basketball that's being played. So to just see that Coach Mooney is able to put teams in a conference that competitive and consistently be at the level that he's been, it says a lot. On top of the play style that they have and the way that I already feel like that really complements my game and what I can bring to them.
Absolutely. And playing a year at Michigan, I think a lot of people can look at games, game experience, but really, I mean, obviously, as you develop, as as a player, it's at practice. Just having a year at the
Hmm.
collegiate level, what was that like? The biggest adjustment for you, and to have that experience, playing at Michigan, practicing, battling every day to make you a better basketball player than you were, a year ago.
I think that was a huge part of my development. I was surrounded by guys, Jawan Howard, who obviously has had all the success that he had, and he could advise to us from a college basketball level. And then with what I was looking for at that next level, he played 19, 20 years in the league. He has that kind of repertoire. He has that kind of experience under his belt. And then to also have Howard Isley, who played in the league, Sadi Washington, who did what he did and was a part of those successful Michigan teams. There's no way that you can leave
Yeah.
out Martelli at
Yep.
all. Um, and the legend that he is. So just having a staff with that kind of knowledge and that was really hands on every single day, along with my teammates that we would go at each other in practice every single day was it did it did so much for my development that I can almost not put into words.
Yeah.
And to have that kind of I feel like experience coming into this new situation, I couldn't be more grateful for it.
And for Richmond, moving on, obviously, this is, like you said, this is your next chapter. This is your destination. We kind of talked about the
Hmm.
team success, but just as a player, for Richmond fans who may not be familiar with your game, obviously there's so much movement now in the college basketball world, but just for Richmond fans, what they can expect out of you, as a player, on the floor and what you're specifically looking to bring, to this program.
hmm No, I'd say I'm someone who, right off the bat, the thing that most coaches kind of gravitate towards and look at is my shooting. My ability to kind of spread the floor and shoot the ball at a high clip. I'd say that's a huge thing that I'm really going to be looking to utilize. But I feel like I've added a lot more things to my game to make me a much more complete player. I think my defense is something that took a whole lot of strides this year, even if it wasn't necessarily shown. Um, that I feel like I'm gonna step into this team really able to showcase my defensive ability, my my skills at a point guard. I spent a lot of time in the lab, whether it was working on the court or in the film session, picking up as much as I needed to in order to maximize what I can bring from that position. I feel like I bring a lot of versatility with my ability to play on and off the ball. And I think that, our offense at Richmond is gonna really showcase that and let, me be able to do that to a high level. So I honestly I'm just excited to get there and be able to get right to work.
Definitely. Well, listen, I appreciate the time. I'm looking forward to kind of watching your game develop, watching Richmond as they've, reloaded, and you're a big part of that. So I
hmm
appreciate it, and best of luck this season.
Thank you.